Thank you for taking the time to check out this demo video of Duckie. Duckie is an app I built while studying at Flatiron School. It's a sort of a play on the idea of rubber duck debugging, which if you're not familiar with that, it's basically a way of working through programming problems by explaining what you're doing in your code to an inanimate object like a rubber duck. And that's supposed to help you to sort of think through the problem and notice things that maybe like you're skipping in your brain as you work, that once you start saying it out loud become apparent. So without further ado, let's log in and I will show you Duckie. This is the dashboard page, which we'll come back to in a second. So the primary thing with Duckie is this conversation page. And basically what you do is I click start listening and Duckie will begin to listen to me and I can say, hey, Duckie, I'm working in JavaScript right now and I'm really stuck on this problem. I can't remember something, but as you can see, basically the program will listen to you and it will render a transcript of what you're saying. And as it does that, it pulls out keywords and highlights them to sort of help you get a sense of where your problem might be or what you might need to work on. And so the way this happens is basically I've built the front end using React and Redux and custom CSS, and it hits the JavaScript web speech API, which it uses to translate the speech into text. And then that text is sent to a Rails backend that I made, and that hits the Watson Natural Language API, which sends back these keywords. And then because those keywords are a little hit or miss, those are filtered against an array of computer and programming type words that I use to basically pull out the most relevant of the keywords. And those are stored in a database and also sent back to the front end where they're rendered for the user in these little bubbles. And the size of these bubbles is based on how relevant Watson thinks the keywords are to the conversation. And they will change as we go and hopefully get better the more you talk to it, which is great. So I'm going to stop listening now. And then let's go back to the dashboard page here. And if we look at the dashboard page, this is sort of an overview of all the conversations we've had with Duckie. So as a user, I've had 142 different conversations. And this is a list of the top 10 or 12 keywords from all those conversations, which hopefully will help me to get a sense of maybe where I need to improve, things I could study up on to become better. Like, for example, if I'm using Duckie every time I hit a Python problem, maybe I need to work on Python, or maybe I need to look into C, or whatever keywords show up as my top keywords. So hopefully, by using Duckie, people can get unstuck on particular problems they're having, and also over time become better programmers. So that's a basic overview of Duckie. You can find me on GitHub at John Eckert, Eckert, on Medium and LinkedIn at John T. Eckert, and at my website, which is jeckert.com. Thank you very much.